Good morning, everyone. Here we are, the second day of our this week of virtual preschool. So let's figure out what day it is today. What was the last day we had of school? Monday. Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. So we'll move the frog down to Wednesday. Who remembers what month it is? Remember, November is done. Now it is December. All right, let's count the numbers. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What comes next? 8. So let's see what the color will be. Red, white, green. Red. What comes next? Yep, white. So at number 8 on a white stocking. All right, what comes after 8? So 6, 7, 8. What comes next? 9. So let's see here. Red, white, green, red, white, green. So a number 9 on a green stocking. So let's say the full date. So today is Wednesday, December 9th. All right, now we need to look out the window and figure out what the weather is at your house today. So when you look out the window, is it rainy? Is it cloudy? Is it snowy? Is it foggy? Is it sunny? Is it stormy? Is it partly cloudy? Or is it windy? All right, and remember, it can be more than one of those things. Now we need to figure out what it feels like, what the temperature is today. So you'll have to step out the door and feel if it feels hot or cold or warm or cool. All right, so figure that out. What's the weather, the temperature today? All right, so we have been talking about December holidays, right? It's the month of December, and there are lots of holidays during this month that people can celebrate. The first one we talked about was Hanukkah. Remember last week we talked about Hanukkah? And this week we're talking about Kwanzaa, right? Kwanzaa has 7 days, if you remember from the book we read the other day. Each day has a different principle. We talked about those a little bit. And just similar to Hanukkah, the people who celebrate Kwanzaa will light one candle for each day of Kwanzaa, right? And it is a holiday to celebrate African American tradition and harvest and culture. All right, so let's find out what our book is today that we're reading. And I'm kind of cheating a little bit. I've got my book from last time open so I can pronounce some words the right way, because I want to try to make sure I'm pronouncing the words the best that I can. Let's pull out our new book from our mystery envelope. On the front, we can see the Kinara. Remember, in Hanukkah, the candle holder is called a menorah. In Kwanzaa, it is called a Kinara, right? And there are 7 candles on the Kinara. So this book is called The 7 Days of Kwanzaa. So each day, it's going to have like a little poem or a song that I will read to you that kind of about that day. All right, so here's the first day. We can see there's a basket with fruits, and we can see a straw mat, which is called an Mkeka. All right, I had to look that one up to make sure I pronounced it right, an Mkeka. And there's the Kinara and the candles for it. All right, so let's read. So the first day, December 26th, the principle is umoja. Remember, we talked about that, unity. And the symbol is the straw basket of fruit. So there's the straw basket of fruit, right? So this is a song, but I'm not going to sing it because I don't know the tune. Call your father, call your mother, call your sister, call your brother. It's Kwanzaa time, family time. It's Kwanzaa time, family time. African American people pulling together, Harambee, trying to make things better. 7 days and 7 nights, 7 candles we will light. 7 candles we will light. So that's the first day of Kwanzaa. All right, the second day, the principle is Kujichagulia, which means self-determination. And the symbol is that straw mat, the Mkeke that we were talking about. And in your packet, and one of the things I'm going to show you today is how to make a paper Mkeke. All right, usually they're made out of straw, but we can make a paper one. And it looks like that's what they're doing in this picture too, is making a paper version of the straw mat. Relatives come to visit. The cousins say, Harambe. We make Mkeke mats. It's fun working together. It's Kwanzaa time, family time. It's Kwanzaa time, family time. So you can see the picture of the kids making the paper version of the Mkeke, which is the straw mat. On the second day, the third day, December 28th, and the principle that day is Ujima, collective work and responsibility, and the symbol is the kinara, which is the wooden candle holder. We sweep the yard, we paint the gate, everything looks better. We are pulling together, we are pulling together, we are pulling together, oh yes we are. So these kids you can see in the picture are working together to clean things up and paint things. They're working together. The fourth day of Kwanzaa, December 29th, and the principle on that day is Ujamaa, which means cooperative economics, and the symbol is these ears of corn. We go to Malcolm's market. Malcolm asks, "What's the news?" We say, Ujima. Mama buys corn and sweet potatoes. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, sweet. 4 potato, 5 potato, 6 potato, eat. So you can see them at the store with their mom. The fifth day, December 30th, the principle is Niya, which is purpose. And the symbol that day is a handmade gift or book. Here's how we light the candles. First the black, next a red, then a green, then another red, and then another green. So now I actually know this song, so I'm going to sing this one. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I actually knew that tune. My singing's not the best though, so you'll have to put up with that. All right, the sixth day, December 31st, and the principle for the sixth day is Kuumba, which means creativity. Everyone plays I've Got the Spirit. Grandma beats a drum. Papa claps. Everyone dances to the rhythm. So the leader says, I've got the spirit, and all say, hey, hey, leader, I've got the spirit. All, ashe, ashe, leader, I've got the spirit. All, hey, hey, leader, I've got Kuumba. All, ashe, ashe. We dance and sing until we are tired out. And I don't know the tune for that one, so. All right, the seventh day of Kwanzaa, which is January 1st, and the principle for that day is Imani, or faith, and the symbol for that day is the 7 candles on the kinara. We light all 7 candles. Grandpa tells a story of how our people came from Africa long ago. He says, may we all live by the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. Keep the faith, that's the thing to do. Believe in yourself and your family too. Keep Imani in your heart. Keep Imani in your soul. Imani is more precious than diamonds or gold. And Imani, remember, that's the principle that day, which means faith. All right, and it has some recipes for Kwanzaa in the back. All right, so let me show you what I have today. We have, and I'm gonna need to grab a glue stick for this one. All right, so in your packet, you have something that looks kind of like this. There's a black piece of paper with these strips kind of cut in it. Be really careful with that. You don't want to rip it. Okay, and then you have these red and green strips. Okay, now the ones that you used to make the unity chain the other day have red, green, and black strips. So make sure you get the right ones. You want the packet of strips that's just red and green, because we have the black right here. Okay, so these are the colors for Kwanzaa: red, green, and black. So you're going to make a paper Mkeka mat, and this is going to require some what we call weaving. All right, so we're going to take one strip at a time, and your mom and dad probably want to help you get kind of started with this because it's a little tricky. All right, so you're going to go under one, over one strip, under, over, under, over, under, over. And then when you get it all the way through, see this? You're going to need to glue each end down or it will fall out. Okay, so we're going to put some glue under this end, good amount so it won't come off. Stick it down. Some glue under this end, and stick it down. All right, so that way that strip won't fall out. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing. Next, we're gonna use green. Okay, so now this one, the first one we started under. This one we have to start over. So over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, and then we're going to pull it so it's nice and neat and right next to the red one. Okay, and the same thing, we're going to need to glue this one down so it doesn't fall out. All right, so we're going to lift that up, put some glue under there. Whoops, see, I just pulled it right through. That's why we have to glue it down, otherwise that's what happens. So let's see if we can get that back over where it belongs. Okay, and we're going to stick it down. Okay, put some glue over here on this side. Stick it down. All right, there we have red and green. All right, now you're going to keep going, making a pattern. So red, green, until you get to the end. All right, and then you will have a mat that you can use. All right, and that is one. Remember, this is one of the symbols for one of the days of Kwanzaa. All right, so we have that, and then we have one of these count around pages. We've done some of these before. This one is count around the room, and it looks like these are some clothes that you might find in your dresser or your closet in your bedroom. So that's probably where you want to go for this, and you'll count how many shirts you have and write or trace the number. Count how many socks you have, write or trace the number. Same thing with shoes, pants. This looks like jacket and hat. All right, so count how many of each of those objects you have at your house. All right, that is what I have for you today. I hope you have a great rest of the day. I will see some of you at small group today. All right, and I'm hoping to kind of ask you to show me some of your schoolwork that you've done today. So if you think about pulling one of those things, one of the schoolworks out that you've done, or a couple, whatever, and you can share them with me today, okay, at small group. All right, have a great day. Bye, everyone.